I really enjoyed doing my PhD, doing research, but I noticed that in my field especially, there's a lot of competition and researchers are not working collaboratively and very open with each other. And I wanted to make a difference.
Hello everyone, I'm Alessandra from Material Pioneers. Today we will talk about open science together with our guest Yasemin Turkyilmaz, data steward at TU Delft. Follow our updates on www.materialpioneers.com. Let's start. Yasemin, you can go.
Hi, hello everybody. I'm Yasemin Turkyilmaz-van der Velden. I work as a data steward at Delft University of Technology.
Hi Yasemin, thank you for joining us today. I'm really thrilled to have you here and to listen to your tips. So today we're going to talk about open science and how you can make your research open from day one. So of course, I would like to know a little bit more about you. So can you tell us a bit about your career path?
Sure. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me. I did my PhD in molecular biology and genetics, and I really enjoyed doing my PhD, doing research, but I noticed that in my field especially, there's a lot of competition and researchers are not working collaboratively and very open with each other. And I wanted to make a difference for that. And now in my current role, I'm supporting researchers so that they can more openly work with each other, share their results and collaboratively work with each other.
Okay, this is great. So you basically went for a research path and then you decided to be there to support researchers. That is great. And I think like a lot of people are interested in learning a little bit more about your work. So what do you basically do, and how can people come to you and like ask you questions?
Sure. So at Delft University of Technology, we work actually as a team. Every faculty has one data steward, and we are the first point of contact for researchers for anything regarding data. We started with the name data stewards, with the main focus with data, but especially being a technical university, very shortly after our start, the focus also moved to open source software as well as other open science practices. And any researcher in our faculties can approach us with any question regarding to open science, and we will try to help them. And if we don't have the answer right away, we will direct them to another professional who will be able to help them.
Okay, this is great. And if you will have like a few tips for people that really want to make their research open from day one, but also they want to make sure they don't compromise on their publication. What would you tell them? What would you tell us to make it open, but still make sure that you get your results?
Of course. I mean, it's a very reasonable thing from a researcher's point of view to get their publications out, of course. There is still a lot that can be done from the moment the publication is out. For instance, making available all the research outputs which has enabled writing that publication in the first place. And this is also the work we help researchers. There, my advice would be, it's okay to start small, because it is fine that you can't all of a sudden change all your working, the way of working to an open way of working. That's fine. Start small, one step at a time, and it's important to plan beforehand, because it's very difficult to finally come to the point and all of a sudden, okay, I'm going to make everything open. But making things open also requires very good documentation, having your files in formats that's accessible for others, sharing all the methodology, how you have analyzed the data, and everything like that. Therefore, it's very important to plan actually at the beginning. And for that, you're not alone. There's a lot of professionals like me, data stewards, data managers, research software engineers. We are now more and more of us are hired as institutions. You can come to us and we will help you with planning as well as practicing open science.
Yeah, this is very interesting, and yeah, it's probably like a lot of work to do, but there are already like some organizations apart from the university itself that can definitely support them. There are also already some other organizations like the FAIR Principle organization that can support them with technical documentation. So if you would you have something like special to tell them to apply and start working with this open data system?
Of course, it also depends on what you have available in the institution you are working at. So that's why I think it's good to first look around. Maybe you have colleagues that are already following a certain practice and they can introduce you to what they are doing. They could be maybe using Jupyter notebooks, or they are using electronic lab notebooks. Or again, there's a person like me who can introduce you to these tools. But if you really don't have access, there's also a lot of, if you don't have a professional like that, there's also a lot of information that's freely available online. For instance, you can look into software carpentry lessons just as a start. And there's a lot more than that that you can find and start applying in your daily work.
Yes, okay. Well, this is very interesting and this is very useful. What we're going to do is that right after this interview, we're going to make sure that we provide all these resources that you already gave to us, with like clickable links on our website of Material Pioneers. And yeah, we will probably redirect the questions to you, and I'm sure you're going to be happy to answer some of them. So this all ties together with all the other topics we're going to talk about. So today we are here for open science. We're also going to talk about integrating machine learning technology into material science, high throughput research, and of course, how to change academia, which is at the basic of all these topics, I think. We're also going to have like other people we will interview about these other topics, and all these people are going to be available on our website to answer your questions. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting our Material Pioneer movement. We'll see you soon, and we'll keep in touch online. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.